There are not words to describe how angry I am right now. There are not words. Livid, angry, upset, mad, those words, they do not come close to the amount of anger I feel at the moment. This is not an exaggeration or a game. I even considered showing my face. That's how angry I am. The VTubing space is a space for people to have fun, game, make friends, learn different languages, stream, just it's a generally extremely positive community. But lately, we have had invaders. I have never been a person that has believed in gatekeeping because I believe usually that the bigger a community is, the more interesting it'll become. But I honestly cannot say that about VTubing as of late. Because over this last year, I've witnessed probably 6 or 7 really well respected VTubers graduate. Half of them was usually because of harassment. Some of it was because of Chinese harassment based on politics, and then some of it was based on Western harassment based on politics. VTubers are not politicians. We are entertainers. There are people joining our community saying, they're just here to have fun and stream and draw and whatever, just like we do. But instead of doing that, they come into our communities and then they start pushing politics. They start, calling people out for random reasons. A good example is there's a lot of, small VTubers. Not in, numbers, but in, height. Small ones. Short. Tiny. Haha. But what'll happen is that someone will see that and then call them a pedophile. Or make some sort of controversy around their character design. Another thing is, if a character's too busty, and maybe the actor behind the VTuber is male, they're then called misogynistic for hypersexualizing women, when there's also female VTubers doing the same thing with male characters. VTubing is supposed to be a fun, self-expression. It's a generally extremely interesting way to make new forms of entertainment. Whether that be innovating in technology, whether that be 3D or 2D, or streaming and just pure entertainment value in comedy, or art, animation, gaming. There's so many good things about the VTuber community. Pikamee was one of the brightest VTubers to ever join the scene. She was not only a bilingual VTuber, but she was one of the few VTubers that I've ever heard blend 2 languages so seamlessly that you could be an English watcher or a JP watcher and feel like you've missed nothing from the experience of any of her streams. I am disgusted. Those of you that harassed her for playing a fucking video game should feel disgusted in yourselves. I don't care about the politics. I don't care about J.K. Rowling. And guess what? Nobody else does either. Some of you in your community do, but guess what? That's a political community. And you can say, you know, being trans or having trans rights is not political. I believe in trans rights. I believe in, you know, freedom to have gender expression. That's fine. What's not fine is when a multi-million-dollar person makes a new IP, right? Or takes an old IP and makes a new product with it. Just because you don't like that person doesn't mean you go on a tirade hating completely innocent bystanders. Especially people that aren't even, like, Western, so half of them don't even know what the hell the problem is. Why do you think big VTubers in the East kept streaming Hogwarts even though there was all this controversy in the West? Because it was a Western problem, not an Eastern one. So to harass someone who's just trying to have fun playing a fucking wizard game is ridiculous. Doing it to Silvervale was bad too. She's Western, so she understood the problem, but she's Western, so she probably grew up with fucking Hogwarts. She probably grew up with Harry Potter. A lot of us did. It was a part of our childhoods. So being able to play a fucking video game where you can fly around and have wizard battles sounds pretty fun if you're into that. Harassing someone for enjoying that is sick. If you harassed someone over that, you're sick. You're sick in the head, and you need help. Because the problem isn't transphobia, the problem is tolerance. People aren't going to tolerate being treated in such a way. Especially a community as tight-knit as the VTuber community. I'm not usually this type of person, but I'm sick of it. This was the last straw. This was the straw that broke the camel's back. If you see someone and they're a pre-debut or a, you know, new account, essentially, and they're saying they're a VTuber, or they're saying they're a VTuber fan, and all you see from their account is politics, just ignore it or block it. Chances are they're just a clout chaser, or they're just trolling and they're intentionally trying to start drama in the community. We need to remove that from the community, and the only way to do that is to block them. There's no point in reporting them. They can always just make new accounts. But giving them attention, giving into all this hate and negativity, is bad for the community. Period. The best thing we can do is start promoting people that actually create content, people that actually care about the community, people that are actually interesting, like how Pikamee is. I'm gonna miss her. I'm gonna miss her streams. I'm gonna miss her content. I hope clippers out there, you know, make as much clips as you possibly can, so we have a lot of good memories to remember her by. I hope, you know, just because she's quitting VOMs doesn't mean she's quitting VTubing altogether. I hope she makes a new account altogether. But it's not going to be the same. I'm sorry for going on a rant, but a person can only take so much. And this is too far. This is too far. You can't just harass people and then say you're a part of our community. You're not. You're just a sicko. Leave us alone. We want nothing to do with you.